We've been talking about Jen Shah, and like we said, she's going to be reporting to prison for her 78-month prison sentence starting next month. But the court has ordered her to undergo mental health treatment upon release. In court documents obtained by Us Weekly, we say upon the release that she will have a 5-year probation period. After the typical mandates, such as not committing other crimes and reporting to a probation officer, several rules specific to her have been laid out. It says that she must participate in an outpatient mental health treatment program approved by the United States Probation Office. She must continue to take any prescribed medications. She must continue to contribute to the cost of services rendered based on her ability to pay and the availability of third-party payments. The court authorizes the release of available psychological and psychiatric evaluations. And it also states that she will participate in an outpatient treatment program, which may include testing to determine whether she has reverted to using alcohol. Additionally, after she serves her 6.5-year sentence, she must give her probation officer access to any financial information, and she has to pay back the restitution of over $6 million. Does any of this seem out of the ordinary for you, or is this kind of usual?
Well, it's not out of the ordinary, especially the restitution. This is something that she needs to make her victims whole, and she's obviously not going to be able to pay it all at once, and she's going to pay that over a period of time. So if she gets back on Real Housewives or makes money while she's in prison or out of prison, that has to go to the victims. What is unique to her case, and something we found out at sentencing, is that drug and alcohol treatment program. That's something that her lawyers asked for. So we don't know what's going on from a mental health perspective with respect to Jen Shah. Obviously, there's something going on there with respect to drugs or alcohol. You can't get treatment while you're in prison. You can't get some services when you're out of prison. And I expect that Shah is going to take advantage of that to, maybe shave a little bit of time off her sentence and get her the help that she needs to get back on her feet.
Definitely. So if she doesn't follow any of these stipulations, she could face a jail time if anything goes wrong following her release.
Of course, when you're on probation or supervised release, if anything happens, you don't obey a law, even if you're not convicted, even if you're just arrested, even if you're not, you can be violated and you can go back to federal prison. The judges retain jurisdiction for a number of years, 3 years, 5 years, to make sure that you're following all these rules and regulations. And if you don't, you can go back. So hopefully Shah keeps her nose clean.
Definitely. She is trying to make some money on Cameo, charging $150 for videos. I mean, is the money even that she's making now, does that go towards her restitution as well?
It does. I mean, she's not going to be able to keep that money. That has to go to the victims. And this is something that, probation is going to keep a close eye on. So I haven't done the math. That's a lot of cameos for her to do.
That's a lot of cameos.
To repay millions of dollars. But whatever she does really should go back to those victims.
Right. I mean, can she sell assets to go towards her retribution as well? Like, can they sell homes, jewelry, things like that? Can that all go towards that as well?
Well, she can certainly sell. There's some protections that she has. I don't know if she's going to file bankruptcy and really where ultimately all her assets go. But I mean, this criminal restitution, this is going to follow her for the rest of her life. So I expect her to be making payments for quite some time.
Yeah. Obviously people from all different walks of life are accused of white collar crimes, but obviously we know more about it when they are reality stars. But why do you think so many reality stars do go to jail? I mean, we were just talking about Todd and Julie Chrisley, Jen Shah. We have seen, Teresa Giudice, things like that. Why do you think that they fall into sometimes these criminal patterns, I guess?
Christina, it's greed. I mean, these are people that, are on television all the time. They want to be in the limelight. It's not just attention. I mean, they want to flaunt, nice cars, nice houses, boats, planes, all this type of thing. And, they have this platform where a lot of people are watching them and they have an audience. So some, choose to do the right thing and use that platform for good. Some sell merchandise or, start businesses, and others just defraud people. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing with the Chrisleys and Shah. Hopefully, other folks who are on TV take notice. Don't use your fame and notoriety for a bad purpose. And the other thing, from a prosecution perspective, you have a lot of evidence against someone that's, going on TV, always talking about their business and their activities. And, you kind of put the spotlight on yourselves. And, when people start digging into what you're doing and how you're making money, that's how law enforcement and prosecutors can get evidence on these reality TV stars.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.